Next we have the essay. Also known as personal statement, it is a section of the Common App where you get the chance of showing colleges more about who you are while showing off your writing skills, so it's very important. And it must be in the range of the 250 to 650 words. And I realized that the essay prompts for this application cycle had been published in February already, so I thought I might as well share them with you. I didn't want to read them though, because I thought it would be too long, but you can always pause the video if you want to take notes. Next we have FERPA. The Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act, or FERPA, is a federal law that preserves the privacy of your education info. So basically, when you complete the FERPA release authorization, you're granting your school permission to submit that information on your behalf. And this release authorization will ask you two things. Number one, to grant your high school permission to send in your documents, such as transcripts or letters of recommendation, and number two, if you want to waive your FERPA rights, which brings us to the next definition, which is the FERPA waiver. Waiving your FERPA rights in the Common App means that you do not intend to read your recommendations. This is mostly to reassure the colleges that your recommenders are painting an honest picture of who you are in their submissions without any sort of pressure by the student whatsoever. Then we have first year. This will be pretty useful when creating your Common App account because it will ask you if you're a first year or a transfer. You are a first year applicant if you are currently in high school or have completed high school but never enrolled at a higher education institution. There might be other school-specific requirements, but you can always look up that information on each college's website. GPA is a measurement of the student's academic performance based on their grades. Its value represents the average of all grades obtained from 9th to 12th grade. Although you can self-report your GPA, the official transcripts will have to be submitted by your school counselor. There are actually three categories here. We have Match, Safety, and Reach School. I'll explain the other two later. Match schools are all the colleges and universities where your academic qualifications mirror the average accepted student, meaning that you have a relatively good chance of getting into those colleges. A portfolio is a supplemental collection of your works and accomplishments in one or more areas, generally in the arts. Some examples of what you may include in a portfolio are paintings, drawings, musical composition, novels, scientific research, news articles, poetry, musical performance, a theater play, etc. Next we have Reach School. These are colleges where you have a chance of getting into, but your academic qualifications fall below the average accepted student. I also think that colleges that fall below the 20% acceptance rate should always be considered as Reach schools. Next we have Safety School. These are colleges and universities where you have a high chance of getting into because your academic qualifications exceed those of the average accepted student. And I would like to point out, because I know this, that people feel sometimes tempted to apply to safety schools just to have safeties, and they don't even look if they like the college. So as I always say, make sure you fall in love with the college before adding it to your list. Next we have the school report. This is a form submitted by your counselor that showcases how your performance compares to that of other students in your high school by providing basic data on the institution's records. Again, you do not have to worry about the school report, your counselor is in charge of this one. Then we have the transcript. This is documentation submitted by your high school counselor that shows the courses you've taken since 9th grade and the grades you've received in each of those classes. So it is basically a grades report, and like the last one, do not worry about the transcript, it is your counselor's responsibility. And finally, we have the writing supplement. It consists of additional school-specific writing prompts, and they are not required by all colleges, and you'll be able to submit them only after you've submitted your application to that college. Okay guys, that was all for today's video. Don't forget to subscribe over here, and if they want more content about applying to college in the US, where should they go? And if they want something more relaxed, like a vlog per se. Amazing. Okay, everything else it will be in the description down below and in the comments. Bye!